Hi everybody. Hey, guess who's coming to the Marvel Universe? Take a wild guess. Well, judging by the picture, you probably already guessed. John Cena's coming to the Marvel Universe. He's been in a bunch of good movies. And actually, I'm surprised that it's taken this long for Marvel to pick him up. But it's obvious to me that they wanted him for a specific role. One that only he could really perform. Well, they have one for him. Now, they could have been Captain Marvel. Hell, he could have even been Captain America. But Marvel, in all its glory, decided that they wanted John Cena for Shazam. That's right, Shazam. Now, before I get into my source, which is comicbook.com, I kind of wanted to get into a little bit of the background on who Shazam actually is. Well, be honest, I don't know every single superhero, so I had to look. And when I have to look, folks, things get sketchy real fast, real quick. I know he was one of the best of the superhero franchise Marvel has to offer, but he wasn't an X-Men that I was aware of. He wasn't an Avenger. It's kind of hard to figure out who he was. So I had to look. Turns out he's actually part of the Captain Marvel comic book franchise. Turns out he's actually a wizard and part of the Marvel family. So this is what I basically have on him. Now, you would think with Wikipedia, even as bad as it is, that it would show you something marvelous. Sorry about that. 1 second. Let me get this right. But unfortunately, it doesn't give you much background into who or what Shazam is. So I'll let you go ahead and do your own research. But basically, formerly Captain Marvel, a Fawcett Comics or later DC Comics superhero, happens to be a wizard who gives Captain Marvel and the Marvel family their powers. So there you go. There's a whole Marvel family who get powers. Now, there's a 2019 American superhero film. This is the one everybody says that John Cena will be taking part in. And this is the one where they say Captain Marvel will actually be played by Ronda Rousey. I'm okay with it. I'm not super impressed, but there was a Shazam TV series in the 1970s, which was live action. So if I were you guys, I'd kind of try to pick that up on eBay or something. I don't really remember it, so it wasn't around 1970s, but I haven't seen it since, and I wasn't aware of it. There's a comic book series, obviously under Captain Marvel, published by DC Comics, 1973 to 1978. You might want to look into that. There was a limited edition 2007 DC Comics series by Jeff Smith. Not bad. And Kids Superpower Hour with Shazam, 1980s. Saturday morning cartoon and Captain Marvel with the Marvel family. Not bad. So I wanted to get into this, and I wanted to kind of break the ice as to what Shazam was and what Shazam was not. So here it is. And everybody says it's going to be The Rock, but it's kind of a choice up between two heavyweights. And basically everybody says that John Cena will eventually win the role. But who knows about this or that. And you get the idea here, folks. So, hopefully this tickled your fancy. And, you know, he was a star in the Marine, which was pretty good. I always look at the Marine as a kind of a parody of Shooter, but which Mark Wahlberg kicked ass in. So I always kind of hope there'd be a Mark Wahlberg, John Cena movie where they would just kind of be pinned against each other and just an awful go get 'em type movie. So whether or not this is true is irrelevant. I apologize. And so let's see here. Let me do my screenplay. There we go. So here's the one from comicbook.com. I apologize. And thank you guys very much.